Welcome to Derektronic, where we experiment, learn, and build with electronics. Today's discussion will focus on the resistor, the color-coded bands you will find in some of them, which, when read properly, determines its value in ohms and its tolerance. Resistors come in different forms. The ones you would find in the field are as follows. We have power resistors, the ballast, SMD or surface mount device resistors, and the carbon composition resistors. Today's topic focuses mainly on the carbon composition resistors. As you can see in this slide, carbon composition resistors have color stripes on their body. The one at the bottom has 4 color stripes, while the one at the top has 5 color stripes. The one at the bottom is popularly known as 4-band resistors, while the one at the top are known as 5-band resistors. Knowing how to read these color stripes properly, as mentioned earlier, determines the value of the resistor in ohms and its tolerance. As mentioned earlier, carbon composition resistors come in 4 bands and 5 bands. In the 4-band resistor, we make use of the first 3 colors to determine the value, while the last color stripe, determine the tolerance. In the 5-band resistor, on the other hand, we make use of the first 4 colors to determine the value in ohms, while the last color is being used for the tolerance. Just how that is done? We need to compare the colors shown on the 4-band and 5-band resistors and compare it with the color code tables. Let us start with the 4-band resistor first. This is a table I mentioned earlier. This particular table shows the colors that you will find on the body of the 4-band and 5-band resistors. It also shows the digit associated with each color. As you can see in the table, red is a 2, yellow is a 4, blue is a 6, and so on. So in the first band, second band, and third band, the digits are the same for each color. In the fifth column, you will see the decimal multiplier associated with each color. Here you can see that yellow is 10,000, red is 100, gold is 0.1. We make use of this decimal multiplier also to determine the value of the resistor in ohms. And lastly, the tolerance is shown on the last column, okay, wherein we can see red is plus minus 2%, gold is plus minus 5%. Now, let us now interface the 4-band resistor here. As you can see right here, the first color of the 4-band resistor will have to be compared with the first band column. Second color will be compared to the second band column. The third column will be compared to the decimal multiplier, and the fourth column with the tolerance. Let's have this resistor shown on this slide as an example and determine its value in ohms and its tolerance. As we can see here, the first color is brown. According to the table, that's 1. The second color is black. According to the table, that's a 0. So we now have the first 2 digits of the value in ohms, which is 1 and 0, or 10. The third color is red. According to the decimal multiplier column, that's a 100. Now we have the multiplier, which is 100. We now multiply 100 to 10, in which we will get 1,000 or 1 kilo ohm. That value is now known as the nominal value or factory value of the resistor. For the tolerance, we make use of the last color on the resistor. The fourth band on the resistor is a gold. According to the table, that's plus minus 5%. So we now have the tolerance plus minus 5%. So in summary, the resistor shown on screen is a 1 kilo ohm resistor with a tolerance of plus minus 5%. Let's have some more examples of these. Let's take this example now on the left. We need to scan the colors from left to right to determine its value and its tolerance. We start with the first one, which is red. That's a 2. The second color stripe is a violet. That's a 7. So we now have the first two digits of the value, which is 2 and 7 or 27. Third color represents the multiplier. You see here it's orange. According to the table, that's 1,000. So we now have the multiplier. 27 multiplied by 1,000, which will give me 27,000 or 27 kilo ohms. The nominal value of this resistor is 27 kilo ohms. As for the tolerance, we see silver on the last color or the fourth color stripe. According to the table, that's plus minus 10%. So in summary, the resistor shown here on the left is a 27 kilo ohm resistor with a tolerance of plus minus 10%. Let's have another example here. Now for this resistor, let's take the colors one by one. The first color stripe is a green, that's a 5. The second color stripe is a blue, that's a 6. So we now have the first two digits of the value in ohms, which is 5, 6, or 56. For the multiplier, we have a green. So that's 100,000 according to the table. We now have the multiplier, which is 100,000, which we need to multiply to 56, in which case we will get 5,600,000 ohms or 5.6 mega ohms. Here now is the nominal value of the resistor shown on the right. For the tolerance, we have gold as the last color. This color is plus minus 5% according to the color code table. So we have the tolerance plus minus 5% and the nominal value as 5.6 mega ohms. So we're now done with the 4-band resistor. Now let's take a look at now a 5-band resistor. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to compare the colors of the 5-band resistor with the same color code table we saw earlier. Let's do that now. Here's the color code table. And here's the 5-band resistor. As you can see right here, we're going to make use of all the columns now on this table, comparing each color on the resistor with the first band, second band, third band, decimal multiplier, and tolerance column. As an example, let's make use of this resistor shown on this slide. We can see the first color is a red. That's a 2 according to the first band column. The next color is a green. That's a 5. The next color is yellow. That's a 4. With this information, we now have the first three digits of the nominal value, which is 254 or 254. The multiplier, which is the fourth color, is black. According to the decimal multiplier column, that's 1. So we now have the multiplier, which is 1 multiply 1 to 254, in which you will get also 254. We now have the nominal value of the resistor, which is 254 ohms. As for the tolerance, we take a look at the last color, which is a brown, as you can see right here. According to the table, the tolerance column on the table, that's plus minus 1%. So we now have the tolerance for the resistor shown on screen, which is plus minus 1%, and the nominal value as 254 ohms. Let's have another example for the 5-band resistor. Let's take this one. Okay. Just like what we did earlier, we have to scan the colors from left to right compared with the table. First color is red, that's a 2. Second color is also red, that's another 2. Third color is black, that's a 0. So we have 220 or 220 as the first three digit. Fourth color is a red, that's multiplied by 100, the multiplier. So we multiply 100 to 220, in which case we will get 22,000 or 22 kilo ohms. This now is the nominal value of the resistor shown. For the tolerance, we can see that the last color is gold. Table value would be plus minus 5%. So the tolerance of the resistor shown on screen is plus minus 5%. Now we're done with the 4-band resistor and the 5-band resistor, and we've already determined how to get the nominal value for each. Now, let's take a look at now the tolerance. What's the significance of that last color for both type of resistors? A resistor also has a measured value. This value can be determined through the use of a multimeter. As we learned earlier, it also has a nominal value. This value can be determined through the colors found on the body of the resistor. These two values are not equal 99% of the time. Now, the difference between the two values, we could look at this as a percentage error. The measured value sometimes is higher and sometimes is lower than the nominal value. Now, how do we determine if a resistor is still fit for use in a circuit? We need to compare that percentage error with the tolerance. Here, we now find the significance of that tolerance value or the last color on that resistor. Just how do we do that? Let's have a look at that now. We now have the term out of tolerance. How do we determine this? First, we need to compute for the allowable measured values for the resistor in particular. Allowable measured values is actually a range of values allowed by the manufacturer to determine whether or not the resistor is fit for use in a circuit. Given that it's a range, there's a minimum value for the range and there's also a maximum value for the range. In order to compute for both values, we need to get the nominal value of the resistor and its tolerance, which actually can be taken from the color code or the color bands you will find on the body of the resistor. To compute for the minimum, we make use of the formula shown. Nominal value multiplied by 1 minus the tolerance. To get the maximum value in the range, we make use of the formula shown. Nominal value multiplied by 1 plus the tolerance. As mentioned earlier, the minimum would be the lower limit, and the maximum allowable measured value is the upper limit in the range. Now, once these values are known or have been computed, we can now take the measured value of the resistor in ohms using a digital multimeter. Once this value is been determined, the measured value in particular, we can now compare if the measured value actually falls in that range from the lower limit to the upper limit. How do you determine out of tolerance? The condition is as follows. If the measured value is less than the lower limit or the measured value is greater than the upper limit, we can conclude that the resistor is out of tolerance. Another way to look at that is that if the measured value falls outside of the range mentioned, then the resistor is not fit for use. In passing, in the previous slide, it was also mentioned that we can look at out of tolerance in an alternative way. How do we do that? We have a resistor. And how do we determine if the resistor is still fit for use? In this case, we take the measured value of the resistor and see if that measured value falls between the range of the allowable measured value, meaning if does it fall between the lower limit and the upper limit value computed. The measured value can be equal to the lower limit, and it can also be equal to the upper limit. We will only consider out of tolerance if the measured value falls out of that range. Now let's have an actual demo on how to determine if a resistor is good or bad. I have two resistors here. One, the blue one, this one is a 5-band resistor. And this one the brown one is a 4-band resistor. If you take a look at the color code for the 5-band resistor, let's take this 5-band resistor first. Okay. The color band says that the first color is brown, the second color is black, the third color is black, the fourth color is orange, and the last color is brown. Now, the actual value of the resistor based on the color code, okay, could actually be shown on this whiteboard that I have here. On the top. So you see right there, okay, brown is 1, brown is 1, black is 0, black is 0. So the first 3 digits will be 1, 0, 0. Orange being a multiplier 1000 based on the table. So the multiplier is 1000. So we multiply 100 by 1000, we're going to get 100,000 ohms as the nominal value. Now, given that the last color is brown, the tolerance, brown on the table is plus minus 1%. Now, using this value, we can compute for the minimum and the maximum value of the allowable measured value range. Using the formula, we will come up with the minimum value being 99,000 or 99 kiloohms and the maximum value at 101,000 or 101 kiloohms. So our range, effective range for our measured value is from 99,000 ohms up to 101,000 ohms based on the computation. Now, we now use this meter to determine the measured value. By the way, this is a 2C53T model of the Finersi multimeter I'm using right now. Let's determine the measured value of the resistor. Okay, let's put it on resistance there. And let's try to determine the value, the measured value that is. Okay, I'm going to touch on one leg, not touching the other leg, like this. And I'm going to get the value. Okay. Okay. As shown on the meter, the measured value of the resistor is 99.74 kiloohms. Based on the table value shown to you earlier, okay, the minimum allowable measured value is 99 kiloohms, while the maximum allowable measured value is 101 kiloohms. Given that the measured value is 99.74 kiloohms, that means that this resistor is not yet out of tolerance and is still fit for use. Now, let's take the other resistor now. The other resistor, the brown one, is this one. Based on the color code, the first color is a 4-band resistor, by the way. The first color is gray. The second color is red. And the third color, also red. And the last color, the fourth band, is gold. I don't know if you can see that. Now, given those colors, we can determine the the nominal value and the tolerance of this resistor. Now, that is shown on the whiteboard here. Okay, given that the first two colors is gray and red, so we have now the first two digit of the nominal value. That will be 8 and 2, or 82. The third color is red, so we have the multiplier as red, 100. So we multiply 100 to 82, we get the nominal value equal to 8,200 ohms, or 8.2 kiloohms. Now, using the formula discussed in the previous videos, we can compute now for the minimum and the maximum allowable measured value. Given the tolerance of 5%, we can compute for the minimum value of the range at 7,790 ohms or 7.79 kiloohms, and the maximum value, allowable measured value for the range as 8,610 ohms or 8.61 kiloohms. Knowing these values now, we can now take the measured value, the actual measured value of the resistor, and determine if this resistor is still good. Let's now use the meter. Let's put it in ohms first. resistance. There. As you can see, the meter is saying that the actual measured value of the resistor is 8.64 kilo ohms. Comparing that with the allowable range computed earlier, we can see that the maximum is at 8.61 kilo ohms. This one clearly shows that the measured value, the actual measured value, is slightly over the maximum allowable measured value. What does that mean? It means that this resistor, the brown one I have here, is actually out of tolerance and it's not fit for use anymore. With that, I would like to conclude the video for today. And as always, I would like to encourage everyone to keep experimenting, keep learning, and hope to see you next time in Derektronic.